Blood Type Wellness Podcast, where the right plate meets purpose and flavor finds faith.
Blood type balance, mind, body, whole. Feed your spirit, that's the ultimate goal. We season for life.
Greetings and welcome back to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast, where modern nutrition science meets ancient wisdom and wellness becomes personal. I am your host, AC Price, certified wellness nutrition coach and educator, and founder of the AC Art of Food. Well, folks, today is going to be a juicy episode. I say all of them are juicy, but this is going to be very, very telltale in regards to why it is so difficult to obtain your blood type. I wanted to talk about this. Well, I've talked about this, but for this episode, I was going to wait down the line for another episode to talk about this, but I'm just trying to get all of this information out in front of it. Okay. So it's so very interesting because it sparks curiosity. It is extremely frustrating. And it's a lot of the, why doesn't anyone talk about this type energy? Because this is an issue where people think that they have the information, but they don't. Or at least they think that it's easily attainable, and it's not. Okay, so here's something that people really don't realize. A lot of people don't realize when they're trying to find out what their blood type is as an adult. Insurance usually will not cover it. I've received this information from a well-known physician here in Atlanta. Doctors rarely offer it unless you're pregnant, in surgery, or in case of an extreme emergency. And so that would be an emergency accident or something of that sort where you need blood. And then it can be, I guess, combined with other procedure codes or what have you for them to give you that information or for it to be covered. And then the out-of-pocket expense for it alone, because insurance is not going to pay for it, is upwards of like $200 to $300 or more, right? So it raises such a valid question. Why is such a basic, personal, life-impacting piece of information that is ours so hard to access? And this is where I kind of make that comparison. I always lend to the analogy of that of getting your credit score from back in the day. Like now it's easily attainable. You can get your credit score. Hell, you can get an alert and it pops up anytime somebody is tapped into your file. However, not too long ago, your credit score was super, super difficult to obtain. Not that much unlike right here with the blood type. Okay. You had to pay for it. I mean, there would be sites that, hey, pay this certain amount or what have you, and we'll give you your credit score. Your credit score. And it's almost like, I have to pay to get my date of birth because I forgot it. That is insane. Okay. And then once you got it, you really didn't understand it. And then most people didn't know how much power it held from having that piece of information, the financial literacy of it all. And nowadays it's super easy to attain and people are doing better, right? They're making better financial decisions, right? And they're investing, they're maximizing this information that they have. Because once it became easier and the education about it increased, people began making smarter financial decisions. Is that not the same thing with blood type? Once that's obtained, you can do better for yourself, for your body, for your health. And when you don't know it, you eat blindly, spend blindly, you move blindly, spend blindly, and you manage stress blindly. Okay? So when people gain access to this information, be it your credit score or a grade to let you know the status that you have in class, right? And when people gain access to this information, not unlike getting your credit score, you know better, you do better. It helps, just like getting your credit score helps your financial wellness, having your blood type helps your health and wellness, right? By reducing illness, lowering dependence, and improving your entire quality of life. Just like financial literacy helps you to reduce debt, lower interest rates, right? You can get lower interest rates, and then you can improve your quality of life. It all comes back to the same thing because it's just that powerful. Okay. And I believe that information that empowers individuals is often slow to be shared, not because it's dangerous, not at all, right? Because it's transformative. And the more you know, the better you can do for yourself. And if you can do better for yourself, where is the revenue in that for others that are trying to withhold it? I'm just saying. So, okay, that's my take on it. But now here's the beautiful part about it all. Even if you don't know your blood type, basic frameworks that you can set up just eating healthfully can actually help you listen to your body better, so that once you find out what your blood type is, it's probably going to be some aha moments to where you're saying, hey, okay, I was doing that all along because you were actually listening to your body. And just a tidbit, if you are in search of your blood type, I know I told you the doom and gloom about how you can have to find it out. You know, you have to get in, in an accident or something or have a baby. There are blood type tests on my website, acr2food.com. You can go to the Blood Type 101 tabs. It's right there on the homepage, or the Wellness Coaching tabs. Scroll down to the bottom once you access that particular tabs page, and you will see where you can gain access to getting your blood type test. And newsflash, guys, it's under $10. Okay, so you don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about paying out of the pocket that much more. And the beauty of it also is that you can get it as soon as same day in most cases, and it's super easy. You can find out literally what your blood type is in seconds, okay? And if you are having trouble with it, because it's very detailed, there are instructions, obviously, that come with the kit. You can schedule a time to speak with me, and I can walk you through it free of charge, okay? Because I'm here to help. Absolutely. So back to these frameworks. These are just basic things that across all blood types, but I'll go deeper into these specific ones. But just across all blood types, you can use these practices as far as eating better and moving better and even sipping tea better for overall health, regardless of what your blood type is. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you culinary tips, I'm going to give you the tea support, and I'm going to give you the movement for each specific blood type. Here you go. Fuel to the fire. My type O's, okay? Lean proteins, greens, and avoiding ultra-processed fillers, okay? Tea support, ginger, peppermint, green tea. Sip on those every day. This is not just a one and done. No. Try to incorporate tea into your diet daily, okay? For digestion, just for overall health, regardless if you are taking supplements or vitamins, these are going to be game changers, okay? Listen to me. Trust. Movement, brisk walking, strength training, HIIT workouts, boxing, any high interval, intense types of movement are going to be great for my O blood types. Moving on to the calm and clean blood type A, okay? Culinary tip, plant forward meals, light proteins, gentle flavors, okay? Tea support, chamomile, green tea, and ginger is going to keep you moving, okay? In more ways than one. Okay, movement, yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, stretching, and walking are going to be ideal. Weight loss, and it's going to get your mind right positively, okay? Type B is the balanced variety. Remember, B is for balance. Balanced proteins and veggies. Variety without extremes. Tea support, ginger, licorice root, green tea, consistently is going to get you in your ideal lifestyle of health, okay? Movement, swimming, cycling, hiking, great choices for my type Bs. My type ABs, seafood and greens, great. Smaller and lighter meals, okay? Tea support, that chamomile again, always the green tea, and ginseng. Now your movement, moderate strength, okay? Walking, yoga, and absolute breath work. Here's the thing, across all of the blood types, green tea is going to be essential for your daily consumption across the board, okay? All of these foods for the culinary tips, regardless of your blood type, is centered around whole foods, clean eating, and plant-based meals, okay? So, blood type wellness isn't just about labels. It's about listening, okay? You don't have to have permission to notice what foods are making you feel lighter. You don't need insurance approval to choose less processed meals. And you do not need a diagnosis to move your body with intention. Blood type is a tool, not a gatekeeper. There's plenty of those out here already. I'm not one of them, okay? I'm going to make it easy and attainable. And when you finally learn what yours is, it becomes powerful confirmation, okay? You hold the power and not a limitation. Now, in closing, your Thrive thought for this week: information does not control you. It frees you. So whether you know your blood type or not, start paying attention to your body. It's going to give you feedback every single day. You just have to pay attention. So if this episode resonated with you, share it. Absolutely subscribe. And so you won't miss what's coming next as we continue to break down wellness in ways that actually make sense. So until next time, eat with intention, move with purpose, sip with awareness, and do it all mindfully. Great eats and healthy living.
From the root to the fruit, from the plant to the plate. Cooking with love and the healing tastes great and for life.